Welcome to another $4 million strategies. Today, I'm excited to have our guest, Riaz Kanani, CEO of Radiate B2B. Today, our topic is not just having high growth, but high growth compared to your competition. Riaz, what's some best practices you could tell our audience today?
It's actually, I think, really, really simple. I think we overcomplicate it. At its most core, if you want to achieve high growth compared to the market, you have to have a greater share of market voice. At its most basic level, that is what getting high growth is about. You obviously, there are now layers above that. And if we just touch on some of those layers very quickly, you clearly have to have a product that fits and suits that market. I'm going to take that as a given. So you've figured out that that's correct. But now what you're doing is you're competing with other players in the marketplace. And you have to then have good messaging, good content. And one of the things that's happened in the last decade, 15 years, has been a boom in content. Everyone is writing content to the extent that we do what we always sadly do in marketing is we burn our audience. We did it with direct mail 20 years ago. We're doing it again with email today, and we're doing it again with content. The nice thing is that even though we burn it 10 years later, the old channels come back. So maybe in 10 years, writing tons of content will be a good idea. Writing content is still important, don't get me wrong. The reality is today, when you talk to your audience, by far the majority of those decision makers today are millennials or Gen Z. And both of those demographics are much more likely to be online and researching than any other older demographic. And so content online, absolutely key. But there is not a single example of companies out there that is consistently managed to just write content often enough, and frequency is the key point here, that will actually drive your reputation consistently over time into the market. You can do it for short periods of time. Drift famously did it with their chat platform. Salesforce did it with their no server message. You can get that messaging out and it will work for a period of time, but it's very difficult to keep that going over years and years. And so what you have to do today is have high quality content that you can use that comes out not as frequently. It's not about quantity, it's about quality today. That makes an impact and cuts through the noise. That's the first thing that's going to help you set yourself apart and start to build the brand. Alongside that, though, and this is the bit that for B2B especially has been forgotten for years, really. We've been so caught up with data. We've been so caught up with inbound marketing and engagement marketing. The reality is brand in B2B is just as important as brand in B2C. And I'm really delighted that in the last 3-5 years, we've seen brand grow and grow and grow. And in this case, getting that reputation, that brand level up and focusing on that. So that means telling your story, not just going, okay, here's the latest white paper on X, Y, and Z, right? And then you supplement, and this is the bit that we're seeing more and more of in the market today that sets you apart, is you supplement with advertising. So there's more and more advertising that you use to reinforce. It's not about lead generation. It's about reinforcing the brand that you've already been building separately. And that gives you that share of market voice that I started this with.
Yeah, I think that's a really good 1-2 punch that you said there, right? Is don't forget to build your brand so people know who you are. And then 2, it's okay to advertise that, right? So people can see it, right? That's the thing that we miss. It's so hard to be seen today in this overwhelming market of data that's out there. And so to be seen versus everyone else, you have to be known and be seen and create value. Riaz, great content here today on $4 million strategies. Have a great day.
Thank you. Great to be here.